Good day, Professor Erhun. My name is Ayodapo Jegede. I'm the acting head of department of the Clinical Pharmacy and Pharmacy Administration Department here at Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. But long before I became the head of department, I was your student. And I remember the first day you came into class. I was just in awe at the way you took the class, carried the entire class along, and you just made pharmacy look very interesting and had something to look forward to. And then I met you after that. I would like that you be my project supervisor. And then you asked what area I was interested in. I told you pharmacy education. You were fascinated, and you told me to go look for topics in that area that I would like to work on. I came up with the topic challenges in the implementation of the Doctor of Pharmacy degree certificate in Nigeria. And you encouraged me, gave me the needed support, and I emerged as the best project student in the department. And then journey continued. You became my project supervisor also for my PhD, and you helped me at that level. It was interesting at the way you supervised, the way you brought perspectives to the table, and you made it really clear, what I needed to do. And I like the way you always leave the blanks for me to feel. You just, initiate the thought, and then you would allow me go think deeply and come up with something. I love the way you handle situations, the way you solve problems. Your wisdom is phenomenal. Indeed, Professor Erhun, you're an enigma, not just to me, but to everyone I know you have met. And I've heard testimonies from different people. Today, you are retiring, not just from the university here, from the department, but I can say that you're not retiring from my life because this journey continues. I found a father, and I'm sure there's so many things I'm going to learn from you. Thank you so much for everything you have done. Thank you so much for the contributions you have made. And indeed, I pray that there will be many more years for you to celebrate, for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Thank you, sir. Happy retirement.
Greetings and warm congratulations to you, sir, Professor Wilson Erhun, on this remarkable milestone. Wow, we are celebrating 47 years, almost 5 decades of unwavering dedication, impact, and excellence. This is truly inspiring. Your journey has not only advanced the field of pharmacy, but has also shaped minds, nurtured leaders, and built a legacy that will continue to speak for generations to come. Today's honor is a reflection of a life commitment to knowledge, service, and purposeful leadership. Your work reminds us all of what true success really is and how it is measured. Not just by achievement, but by the lives touched and the paths paved for others. I just want to say thank you, sir, for living a life that is worth emulating, for living a life that has inspired so many of us. God bless you. Happy birthday, happy retirement, and as you transition to the next season of your life, may you find every success that you can possibly think of. Thank you, sir, and God bless you. From CPFN, from New Heights Pharmaceuticals, from my family and myself, we just want to say thank you and God bless.
Greetings and congratulations to Professor Erhun on this occasion of publishing the book and a whole of activities that are ongoing at this time. I am honored that you had a significant contribution to my career, particularly when I was a student. I remember when you interviewed me when I took that clinical pharmacy class, and I loved that class. And you told me that I was the best in the class and you were curious what I wanted to do. I was thinking of pharmaceutical chemistry at the time. And you indicated that there were opportunities, in the US. You introduced me to Professor Eckel, who came, visited with his son through the Christian Pharmacist Fellowship International. And because of that, I was offered an opportunity to apply to the master's programs in pharmacy practice at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. It is that connection that made me have the opportunity to start my master's program and concluded my PharmD right after a residency, after the master's program. And we are here now as president of Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. I want to use this opportunity to thank you for impacting so many lives. I know mine is just one, but there's so many lives that you've impacted like mine because of your selfless attitude towards helping people find destiny. As a Christian man, I want to thank God for your life and how you have supported myself and my husband, who is also an alum of OAU IFE. I am grateful to God for your support during our wedding and for really believing in us and the future that God had proposed for us for the kingdom. May the Lord bless you. May He make His face to shine upon you, and may He grant you many blessings that you can't even think of praying about. God bless you. We love you, and congratulations.
I and my family want to celebrate the man of God, Professor Erhun Wilson. I can call him an epitome of loving grace. I appreciate him. Even in my time of challenges, he was there with me. My children went to school today. He supported us financially, physically, spiritually. He was always there in my life. I can't forget you, man of God, and I will ever appreciate you for what your contribution into my life, into my ministry, into my family. Where I am today, you have contributed a lot to make sure that I follow God's guideline for my life and to follow the word of God and to obey God. I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Professor Erhun, we celebrate with you today in this setting up of different foundations and the continuation and celebration of those, the anniversaries. You truly are a man who is helping others, and you have helped our family, as my husband Okomi has said. And even in the addition of me to this family, you were there for support and prayer, and so we thank you and celebrate you for your visions and your consistency with following God and helping others. Bless you, man of God. We celebrate you.
My story is a testimony of great grace and marvelous help in the journey of life, and Professor Erhun is a big picture in that, to show how much influence and impact he has had on my life. Thank you, Daddy, for the privilege to be able to call you a dad, and thank you for being a spiritual father. Thank you for all that you have done. Thank you for being a blessing to my journey of life. And I know that you have so much to do for your community, in your career, and for the kingdom in the days ahead. Keep flourishing, Daddy.
This is Dr. Elijah Mohammed, former Registrar, Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, former National Secretary of Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, former Honorary Secretary of African Pharmaceutical Forum, and the Foundation Secretary General of Christian Pharmacists Fellowship of Nigeria. Professor Wilson Peru is a man of many parts. And the first time I met him was at the Christian Pharmacists Fellowship in Lagos, where we decided to form a committee to be part of that association in Nigeria. At that initial stage, there was this sister, late Njia Folabi, Professor Ikilu, and some others. But he was the arrowhead. For the few years I worked with him as Secretary General of the Christian Pharmacists Fellowship of Nigeria, two things stand out in him. One is the leadership traits, and then two, his conviction of anything less to do. And that impacted me seriously in terms of having faith in God in whatever you do. I remember at the early stage of the Christian Pharmacists Fellowship of Nigeria, a sponsorship of convention was very, very tedious. And he will always say, It is God's work. God will provide. And truly, for all the conventions we had, God has been providing. And that has stand out in my approach in life. And I wish him all the best in life as he retires. A good Lord will continue to be with him, be with his family.
I've said it several occasions that today in academics, by virtue of what God used Professor Erhun to do in my life, it was in the late 80s to early 90s that our path crossed. On many occasions, we have had to invite him to speak to the pharmacy students, boarding, and I've seen this thing, the ability to combine academic with ministry are still impacting lives. And so when we finished also, so I said, God, I want to be like this man. I mean, are you leading me along that line? And I had God directly. I never even knew that was going to be if I would come back to it. But by divine direction, I was led to come back to Ife. I was to be retained in the Department of Clinical Pharmacy, but that didn't work out. So he led me, Prof himself, to the Department of Pharmacology. And I'm glad that he has seen us grow over the time and that God has used him. So all I want to say concerning Prof is that, sir, thank you for giving to the Lord. So we are men that have been changed by your ministry and by your devotion to God.